Okay, we are live from the office here in Boca Raton. As you can see, I did a special hairdo today for you. It's called Bedhead. Slept like an absolute champ last night after an amazing evening. So Wanda's son Keegan is doing, I'm super proud of him for sticking with Boy Scouts for so long, and A, having fun with it, but B, progressing through all of the badges and doing all the great things. And it's just amazing to me, A, as a Marine, to see, these children and boys turn into men, right? So super proud of him and the other Boy Scouts. We went to an amazing Boy Scout event last night and got to witness a lot of the badges that they've earned, some of the adventures and fun that they've done. And they had some great food as well. So anyhow, that was fun last evening. And from that, I did my planning of the evening, right? There's certain things to ask in the evening yourself. And then in the morning with this planner, which, by the way, I've tested and tried huge amounts of planners. I probably should get a stack of them and show you all the different planners. But this is using Brendon Burchard's high performance planner. It comes in numerous colors. The current one I'm using is orange. And in the morning, there is a section to do right here. And in the evening, there's a section to do right here. So I'm going through the morning section right now. Let's see what we got here. So today's date is the 16th. So 12, 16, 18. Today's message to myself, I'll think about that for a second. Today's top 3 goals and priorities. Tasks that absolutely must be done today. Persons I need to lead or connect with today and how to do it well. So that's all at the top. Then the morning mindset, which I'm going to go through here right now. One thing I can get excited about today is, these are sentence stems. So basically in the morning routine, right here, there we go, these are sentence stems. So it's to get your mind thinking and focused in the right area. And here's the reality. If you study Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret, I would highly recommend going to YouTube, typing in Earl Nightingale, or just going to YouTube and type in The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. And you will see one of the first gold audio records. So before there was personal development, Earl Nightingale kind of paved that path. So his audio is there called The Strangest Secret. And the reality is, based on time-tested wisdom, we become what we think about. Meaning what we focus on becomes the reality. The difficulty and challenge is most people focus on what they don't want. And what happens, this ties right into The Secret, actually. The movie The Secret, the hit that many people saw. If we're and what Wayne Dyer talks about, if we're focused on bad things, we get more bad things. So the key is to keep our focus on what we want, and that's exactly what this morning routine in Brendon's high performance planner does. So the first sentence stem, one thing I can get excited about today is, I was going to put exciting stuff with Wanda and I and the kids, but the kids are doing already some exciting stuff. They're heading down to the Keys. So I will say some fun adventures with Wanda. We'll do something fun today. Don't know what yet. Have some ideas. In one word, if one word could describe the kind of person I want to be today, then that word is, and why I choose it is. The one word. Because I'm getting some work done today. Today's a thinking day. So I will put strategic for that part of my day. And why I chose it is there's quite a bit of planning that needs to go into finishing this year. So I need to be strategic, and literally here we are at the 16th. So less than half a month before this year is out. So it's kind of like Zig Ziglar, who I have a nice picture of Zig over me and his Zig on the wall over there, has his training the day before vacation, right? The day before vacation, when you know a plane is leaving and you got a to-do list of all this that needs to be done before you and the family leave, you get much more done in that day before vacation than way more than any other days. Let's see what we got here. Arthur Robinson, Tom, you are a leader. I would love to invite you on my international podcast show. Let's create power together. Enjoy your day. Arthur Robinson Jr. Arthur, I accept that. And here is that for everyone to see. Tom, you're a leader. I would love to invite you on my international podcast show, Let's Create Power Together. Enjoy your day, Arthur Robinson. Arthur, love to. Hit me up, private message here on Facebook. Let's get that scheduled. So back to why I chose strategic is there's only half a month left before the year end. Plan out remainder of year. All right, which that means I have to do the brain dump, right? Dump out all the things that I have in my mind that need to be done before the year is up. Want to hit me up live at office on Facebook. Meet me here. All right. So there we go. Arthur Robinson, Tom, you will. Yes, I do. It's funny. Well, we get what we focus on. And when we take the time and plan, I mean, that's what the planner is all about, right? To plan our life, to lead a life by design, not a life by default. That's the difference. And if we look at Napoleon Hill's latest book from 2011, you know, he passed away decades and decades ago, in early 1900s, actually. Well, 1970, something like that. Outwitting the Devil, there's drifters and there's non-drifters. Most of the life, he says 98% of the people in life are just drifting, meaning getting pushed around wherever life pushes them, where the non-drifters are clear and actually plan what they want, therefore break through the drifting of going where the currents are pushing you and actually have a rudder on your ship. And that's just amazing. So be that non-drifter, and that's what the planner does. And that's how, for those who remember, Brendon coming on the scene, 2006, and in those years, from 2006 till now, has, as Arthur said, Tom, you will be the next hectomillionaire. Keep doing what you were born to do. Hey, you know what? My path, I am super blessed and pleased with where the journey has led me, and I'm even more excited of where the journey goes. It's very fun. And I was going to talk about, Arthur, this will be something powerful. Many in the marketing world will know a friend, Marlon Sanders. So Marlon, geez, I bought a product from Marlon probably in 1999. Lonnie Robinson, what is up, man? Hey, good to hear from you. And Sheila, man, here's what I know. Arthur, your best year is to come. Lonnie, Sheila, your best year is to come. We are where we are. Due to God's blessing, due to our not being that drifter, to being that non-drifter of forging the path that many don't, having the will and the wherewithal to do what we felt is ours to do, not suppress those songs, to go sing them. And I know all of our bests are yet to come. So, man, this is exciting times. And I'm very excited to have friends like you. And the future is looking bright. I need to have sunglasses on. You need to have sunglasses on. It's that bright. That's how bright it is. The future's so bright, I need to wear shades. So, I forgot what the heck I was saying. Oh, so Marlon Sanders inspired me. I was gonna share this on the morning walk, but he had a post out there that showed the one of the founders of ZZ Top, who was playing his instrument on the street. I don't know if it was a guitar or a bass, probably a guitar. And everyone was walking by and didn't see, who it was, and or stop to appreciate the amazing music that he was singing. And Marlon Sanders put a post out there and said, what lessons can you glean from this as a marketer? And I thought about that, and here are some lessons. And well, remember, I'm doing this all in the planning, and it's our thinking, it's our focus. Where we put our time, attention, focus is what becomes our reality. So a couple things came to mind. One, when ZZ Top's put the proper planning and preparation in place, they sell out stadiums, right? Millions of dollars of revenues are collected when they say, we're going to go on a tour, and here are the locations we're going to be at, when we'll be there, where we'll be, and here's how to participate if you would like to. And they put that out there, and they get the message out. And for the people who are their fans, they have a platform, I'm sure many social media platforms for many bands and whatnot. Hey, guess what? We're doing a tour. Here's where we're going to be. when we're going to be there, and here's how you can participate, meaning the cost of tickets to join in. And with that comes, I mean, geez, we put on events, so many events over the years. It's costly just to put them on at hotels and whatnot. With events like tours, I mean, that's a big endeavor to rent the stadium, to have all the vendors there, the food, the drinks, the clothing, all that stuff. To coordinate that is a massive task, but lots of upfront investment to go put the tour on. However, they know the return on investment will pay in spades. It will pay in huge dividends. So when they put that plan in place, it takes a lot of planning. You know, okay, great, let's bust it out. Where are we going to be? When are we going to be there? Are we going to, you got to get the coordination of all those events and venues squared away, all the staff needed for those events, etc. And then put the marketing message out in proper notification so people can join, and put that initial upfront costs, upfront time, energy, and effort to have huge returns. And when you look at the large bands that are touring, yes, they make money selling their records, but the real money is the tour, right? So when they do that, when they plan in advance, they sell out and produce tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars for the bands nowadays. When they don't plan and they just feel called, hey, I'm going to go out and sing my song on the street, guess what? Some people are like, holy crap, and there might be a couple selfies. Otherwise, most people are busy and you're just going to walk by. And here's my takeaway from that. And I thought, like, this is an example. This is me being the ZZ Top band member playing my song. And I don't care to have a sold-out stadium. I know that for the people that are able to cross paths with it, whether it's live or whether it's the replay, hey, hopefully they'll get some value. But I'm detached from that. I'm doing what I love, and that's the key, right? So think of it. He loves doing what he does so much. Yes, he practices in his private home and at various studios, I'm sure. But he just had the feeling like, hey, I'm going to go out on the street and play a few tunes. When you're at that stage, when you're at that level, you don't care. You're not attached to the numbers, right? And here we are on social media. Everyone's like, oh, my God, I only got so many likes. I only got so many views. Who gives a crap? When you reach a certain level, you do it because you love it so much. And whatever happens, happens. You're detached from that. So he's doing it unplanned and is not sitting there afterwards like, oh, crap, I had only one person stopped and even recognized me. Who cares? He's doing it because he loves it. What we got here? Bill Duke has been in movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, in the movies Predator and Commando. You are what you focus on. Absolutely. Absolutely, Arthur. We got here. Film director, my great friend Bill Duke on my show. Sweet. There's Bill Duke. Awesome. Good deal. So that's the deal. And this is just from the sentence stems, right? So someone who needs me on my A game today, besides me, is Wanda. I'm going to put Wanda needs me on my A game today. And now here's the reality. That's a great question. Needs me on my A game today. Because here's a news flash. I, Tom Beal, can be a severe asshole on occasion. Just, you know, and I would venture to say, being I've dealt with so many people around the world, I'm not the only one. We have our moments, right? We have the times when we are on point and we are, you know, just grounded, centered, and, you know, considerate and all that. And there's other times when we're like, screw the world, and not so centered and just feel like, you know what, I'm going to say and do things that probably are not the most tactful and are probably not the most well thought out, and maybe emotional, and say and do things that are just stupid. I guarantee I'm going to say and do a lot of stupid things today, tomorrow, next week, next month, and I know for a fact I've said and done stupid things yesterday, the day prior, the week prior, the month prior, the year, the decade prior. That's done and that's clear. That history proves that. But I'm of the okayness with, there'll be times when I'm an asshole. There'll be times when I'm a jerk. There's times when I'll be not understanding. There's times when I will not be on my A game. And this question, I think, is powerful because it reminds me who needs me on my A game today. So Wanda's one. Her kids are others. My kids are others. And, you know, the people that I care about are more, but specifically Wanda. All right. Let's some other ones. A situation that might stress me out or trip me up today could be, and I will put two things from the book, The Four Agreements, right? Generally what trips me up is if someone, and generally someone I care deeply about, says or does something that I do two of the four agreements, either take personally or make assumptions on. So could trip me up if I take things personally, take something personally, or make assumptions. The way my best self would deal with that is not react emotionally, yet respond from a grounded place. Okay, so there's that. What do we got here? Arthur says, you should do your own live business event about leadership and building a strong network. I know the event will be powerful. Arthur, that is a fantastic idea, and actually is one of the items that go back to the second question, is planning on the remainder of the year. There actually is, you must have tapped into my brain, there is an upcoming live event that I will be giving notification about prior to the end of this year, which is going to occur in early 2019. So once again, for those who are just joining or watching, I am completing Brendon Burchard's High Performance Planner. You can get it at mustget.us/planner. The absolute hands down best planner I've ever used, and I've used, I used Franklin Covey back in the 90s, you know, the big thick one you'd carry around everywhere, right in. And since then, switched to personal, a PDF, you know, before the iPhone, there were the little mini personal things. I forgot what the heck they're called. And then I moved to the Trio. The Palm Trio was the first phone / personal thing. And then the iPhone came out. So I use a lot of online apps. I've used a lot of paper. I've got all sorts of journals all around my office. And I can say this gets you focused on the right stuff. Thank you, Brendon. And Brendon, you know, truly just amazing, amazing man. Super blessed to have crossed paths with him all those years ago. Someone I could surprise with a note, gift, or sign of appreciation. I will say, nope, hopefully she's not watching this. I will say Wanda. I'm going to give Wanda a surprise. One action I could take today to demonstrate excellence or real value is live videos. Check, doing it. Live videos on Facebook. So what you're hearing, and if you've never done things like this, those are sentence stems. I learned about those years ago from Rich Sheffrin, and Rich, as you know, one of the most brilliant minds in marketing, is a big proponent of sentence stems, as is Brendon, and these sentence stems get you focused in that particular area, and we get what we focus on. One bold action I could take today is outline. Let's see, not only do I have the live event coming up, I have a course that's about ready to be released as well, Arthur, and I need to complete the outline of new course. If I was a high performance coach looking at my life from a high level, I would tell myself to remember that when I do what is mine to do, without fear, amazing results always occurs. Basically, to follow my intuition and knowing that I have a strong level of discernment, knowing what, out of all the millions of things I could be doing right now, what's the absolute best thing that I could do right now. So that, when I follow that intuition and do what's mine to do, don't let fear, don't let excuses inhibit me from taking that action, amazing things always occur. And I say always occur, that doesn't mean it always occurs without obstacles, without adversity, without challenges. That's just part of the game. But I am also very good, actually I'm a very kick-ass problem solver for myself and my clients, and help myself and my clients bust through any seemingly insurmountable barrier to get to that desired outcome. And sometimes that desired outcome is molded with that new information to a slight modification. The big projects I have to keep in mind that I want to take on, even if I can't act toward them today, are, well, it's also similar to that live event, similar to the upcoming product. I have something I will share. It's called My Platoon. My Platoon is my inner circle. Like, I've had some in the past. I've had some masterminds that have produced ridiculously amazing results for my clients. Some are very well-known, respected names and leaders of today, and it's time to revisit that. So, years and years ago, Mike Filsaime and I had a program called I-5 Gold. And I-5 Gold was $1,500 up front to get started, and $500 per month to remain on that. And that went for several years and has produced life-changing results for many of the original I-5 Gold members. And that was back in '06, right? So 12 years ago. And prior to that, had some mentoring programs. So it's time to craft a My Platoon inner circle and offer. I would know that today was a great success if at the end of the day I did or felt these things. It already is a success. So, felt I did what was mine to do. What was mine to do? All right. So, message to myself. Follow your intuition and do what is yours to do. Top 3 goals and priorities. So A1, the brain dump. Brain dump all the stuff that needs to occur before the calendar year switches over to 2019. Brain dump. Put that all out there. And with that comes the prioritization and the planning of that. And with prioritization, the calendarization, putting it into the calendar. Because if things are important to you and they're not in your calendar, they're not truly that important. All right, top 3 goals. 2, outline, course, and offer. And 3, fun with Wanda. Tasks that absolutely must be done today. 1 and 2 and 3, all 3 of those. Persons I need to lead or connect with today. So my daughter, we've been playing hit and miss. She's so busy with cheerleading and all that, so I got to connect with my daughter Ariana today. And there we have it. So that is my morning plan with the sentence stems. Extremely well thought out, thanks to Brendon Burchard and his 20 plus years of studying the neuroscience as to what brings the absolute best out of us. And you witnessed how when you put that initial bit of time into the process of your daily routine, it makes you focus on the things that are important to you. And when you choose to focus on the things that are important to you, we get what we focus on. You will become the architect of your life. You will become the creator of your future. You will live your life by design. You will not live your life by chance. There's a huge difference. You'll be the non-drifter, not the drifter. So there is a peek into my morning routine. Later, when I feel the urge, I will be going into some things that I do a little more in depth. And as you see, there's a key question there. What do I want? And you'll see, like, when you focus on what you want, you get what you want. A lot of people don't know that answer. Myself, I know some vague answers and sometimes some specific answers, but the more specific, with specificity, becomes a clear plan of action and a clearer path to make that a reality. So we'll be diving into, that's the planner, and this more is the journaling, which I choose to use a little more paper, a little more thought process. This was a task I did yesterday of my future self. So I tapped into the best version of my future self. What would be some words of wisdom that future self would want to share with me? And that was yesterday. So that was pretty cool, pretty powerful. Today was pretty cool, pretty powerful. If you haven't done it yet, I mean, it's on Amazon, and that's Brendon's brilliance as well. He's having it all fulfilled through Amazon. So you can go get it at Amazon at mustget.us/planner. Hope this was helpful to you. You become what you focus on. Focus on what you want, and you will, in short order, have what you want. All right. Till next time, make today great. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, Wanda's on her way to the office here. The office is another intention. Like, I'll just share that because she's on her way. And we're going to walk to the beach. You'll see us live at the beach here in about 20 minutes. So on the morning walk, years ago, so I've been here almost a couple of years now, I said, man, I'd love an office that I didn't have to drive, get on the highway and be involved in traffic and things of that nature. I'd love an office that I could walk from our house to. And, as you know, we do our morning routine and walk to the beach when we're here in town. And sure enough, on our morning walk path near our house, I mean, it's like a 3-minute walk, there was a for rent sign. And I came up here and saw the amazing office. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3 windows. It's big enough to have huge. I don't know how many books I have. Over 1,000, I'm sure, books here. It's like a it's actually like a library. And it's different from what I was looking at. I was looking at little cubes and boxes with no windows, and it was like a tomb, and it just didn't feel creative. So set that intention, and sure enough, shortly thereafter, this became available. The person that had this prior had rented it for years, I think over 5 years, and they just decided, for some reason, I think they may even moved. They gave up this amazing office. So it's walking distance. Wanda's on the way here. You will see us live from the beach in about 20 minutes. It's about, from our house, 1.7 miles to the beach, 1.7 miles back, 3.4 miles round trip. And we're a 3-minute walk from here. I don't know how much distance that is, but not much. A quarter mile from the house to the office. So she's on her way. I'm going to go down and meet her outside and continue. Actually, I'll start walking towards her. We'll cross paths and then continue on to the beach. I will see you then. Hope this was helpful. If you don't have it yet, go get your hands on the Brendon Burchard High Performance Planner. Brendon, love you, man. You kick butt. This is amazing. Amazing. Thank you. So mustget.us/planner. All right. Talk with you soon. Make today great.